at
Yes.
once?
No, we
No?
can do the public hearing. How's it on the agenda?
We could just close them.
Together?
We can close them together, can't we? We're gonna do the proclamation
Yeah,
first.
yeah, we can close them together.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
We'll just turn it over to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
for
That's the
sure.
plan, right after we read that.
No problem.
Ready to go? All right. Let's start the regular meeting of the City of Ottawa, June 17, 2025. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Here.
Gainier.
Here.
Pearson. Barron.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
We have 4 present.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the city clerk.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainier, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anyone wishing to appear before the council? If not, then we are going to start tonight with a proclamation. Whereas Francis Killalay, thank you, a cherished member of our community, will celebrate his remarkable 105th birthday on June 20th, 2025. And whereas Francis defending our freedom for 4 years in the U.S. Army during World War II when he attained the rank of sergeant, and whereas Francis received several awards during his military service, including Service Stripe, Overseas Bar, American Medal, European, African, Middle Eastern Campaign Medal, Bronze Battle Star, Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal, Good Conduct Medal, and World War II Victory Medal. And whereas Francis has been an inspiration to all who have known him, now, therefore, I, Robert Hasty, Mayor of Ottawa, Illinois, do hereby proclaim June 20th, 2025 as Francis Killalay Day in the City of Ottawa, and encourage all residents to join in the celebrating this milestone occasion. In witness whereof, I hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the City of Ottawa to be affixed this 17th day of June, 2025.
There you go.
There we go. And we can present this to him. Do we want to?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll let you
Go for it.
go.
Yeah.
Now stand up here, Francis, stand up here.
Wow, he looks great.
And happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
I know, wow, huh?
Law, you should be singing happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Francis. Happy birthday to you.
Motion for the proclamation. All right, we'll do the motion.
Yeah,
real
can
quick.
I-
Yep.
Can I get a motion?
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a proclamation celebrating June 20th, 2025 as Francis Killalay Day of the City of Ottawa be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. What's that?
It's official.
It's official. Happy birthday again, 105 years. I hope to be able to maybe make it 105 years if I'm lucky. And now we have a public hearing, 2 public hearings actually, which we will start at 7:03. I will hand it over to Christina.
Thank you, Mayor. In reference to the first public hearing, there are 7 annexations regarding Fields Hill. These parcels are on Caton Road and Lincoln Road, which have agreed, these parties have agreed to sign annexation agreements. These owners have signed the annexation agreements to receive city water. These properties are not currently contiguous to the City of Ottawa, and therefore we are only annexing the annexation agreements until the properties become contiguous with the city, at which that time they will then be brought into the city limits. So that's the summary of the first public hearing.
easy.
If there are no comments, I'll just proceed right to the second one. This involves surrounded parcels on the south side of Ottawa. There are seven parcels on the south side of Ottawa that include a small strip owned by Crossbridge Community Church, Dollar General, 2 parcels of the Summit View Cemetery, the Ottawa Jewish Cemetery, part of Varlin Park, and part of Peck Park. The parcels are completely surrounded by the city, and therefore the city is bringing the parcels into the city limits. No petitions to annex are necessary since the properties are completely surrounded. However, notice was provided to the owners of each property regarding the hearing today. And these are parcels that the city got notification through the county that we thought were in the city already. So it's really just some cleanup work on that end.
Any comments? Any questions? All right, then we can close the hearing at 7:05 and move on with Commissioner Eichelkraut's report.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the biweekly salary payroll of June 6, 2025, in the amount of $641,929.81 be approved and warrants issued.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the bi-monthly expense report dated June 17th, 2025, showing expenses in the amount of $1,620,830.43 be approved and warrants issued.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainer, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We're going to pass on the next one and skip to number 4 under Wayne. Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract renewal of the transit agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Illinois Department of Veteran Affairs for NCAT be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, happy birthday, Don. Do I get a proclamation?
We're gonna bring Lloyd back in here to sit again. All right, on to Commissioner Gainer's report.
Moved by Commissioner Gainer that a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of 7 employment agreements for the police and fire management and IT personnel, which have been on file for public inspection since June 3rd, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut? Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Gainer that the request from the Ottawa Police Department to purchase the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee from Sierra Motor Mall in the amount of $25,218.70 be approved and paid for from the general corporate fund.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron?
This is just a replacement vehicle.
Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Gainer that the quote received from Stryker Sales LLC in the amount of $10,512.16 to purchase 2 Stair Pros for the Ottawa Fire Department be approved and paid for from the general corporate fund.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut? Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Commissioner Gainer, is there anything that you would like to add?
There is. I was rummaging around at home and cleaning out different books and stuff, and I happened to run across the city ordinances from 1891 in book format.
And you want me to cross-reference that with the ones that we still have?
Well, I do want to read from it, but amazingly, this was printed by a publisher here in Ottawa at the time.
Okay.
But back, just to show you how times have changed, under offenses relating to Sunday, engaging in sports on Sunday, no boy or other person shall on Sunday engage in or pursue any exercise, game, or sport calculated to disturb the peace and quiet of any citizen or of any family within the city under a penalty of not exceeding $5.
That's a hefty fine.
Back then, yeah. And then there's also another one in there that, looking through this, it seems that there was a lot of sexual discrimination at that time because they do say boys a lot. Like, no boy could loiter after curfew. Girls, I guess, were free to loiter after curfew. But anyway, on behalf of myself, I will present this to the city.
Thank
for
you.
their records.
I appreciate that. Thank you. like I said, Christine and I will cross-reference.
There you go, yeah. See how many we want to bring back?
Yeah, see how we want to pair it with the ones that we have right now.
Or coin slots.
With the coin slots and the,
Some of that might still be
Oh,
good.
Lord.
and the,
Don't let Wayne read it.
the phone,
Phonograph.
the phonograph. All right, to Commissioner,
Yeah, due to Marla's absence, the mayor's going to take her through her few motions here. Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a proposal with Marseille Sheet Metal Incorporated for the police and fire station HVAC preventative maintenance, which has been on file for public inspection since June 3rd, 2025, be adopted.
can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainer, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that the low bid received from Reese Construction in the amount of $48,511 for the IVCC Center South Duct Replacement Project be accepted, approved, and paid for from the general corporate fund.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut. I'll just add it, this is part of a couple different upgrades and repairs that we have to make to the IVCC building, and we'll start working on the other ones as well. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution appropriating $549,000 of motor fuel tax funds be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
And there's one item of new business. Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of a proposal between the City of Ottawa and Chamlin Associates for the Main Street Bridge underwater inspections be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut. I'll just add that it's very timely that we're doing an underwater inspection of the only way to get to the east side. It's good timing on that. So,
Once every 5 years.
roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. On to Commissioner Barron's report.
Moved by Commissioner Barron that a resolution authorizing the execution of Amendment Number 2 to the agreement for professional services between the City of Ottawa and Fair Graham for the new wastewater treatment plant, which has been on file for public inspection since June 3rd, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainer,
That's a design fee.
thank
$4
you.
million.
Okay, thank you. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Anything that you would like to share?
No, I just wish everybody a happy Juneteenth on Thursday.
Thank you very much. On to my report.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance vacating a portion of a public street known as the alley located between 600 Columbus Street and 110 East Main Street to OBC1 LLC be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainer, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance annexing certain territory to the City of Ottawa, LaSalle County, Illinois, known as the 7 surrounded Southside parcels, be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron. Council already explained what that one is, so roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Illinois Emergency Management Agency and the Office of Homeland Security for the Green Street Project, which has been on file for public inspection since June 3rd, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of 7 annexation agreements between the City of Ottawa and various property owners in Fields Hill, which have been on file for public inspection since June 3rd, 2025, be adopted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of 6 annexation agreements between the City of Ottawa and various property owners in Fields Hill be received and placed on file for public inspection. Be it further moved, a public hearing be set for Tuesday, July 1st, 2025 at 7:00 p.m. in council chambers on these said annexations.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron, roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution authorizing the execution of an engineering and land surveying services agreement between the City of Ottawa and Eshli Duttler and Associates Incorporated for the parking lot improvements at 1120 Canal Street be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainer, just as a reminder, this is for the city's portion of the parking lot for the pad shelter. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an option to purchase and right of first refusal agreement to purchase Unit 5 in the Ottawa Industrial Park between the City of Ottawa and Ann Parr, Mary Jane Parr, Susan Renner, and Sam S. Parr be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut? Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Excuse me. I just got a dry throat all of a sudden. Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance authorizing the execution of an amended and restated development agreement between the City of Ottawa and Heritage Harbor Ottawa Resort Development LLC, which has been on file for public inspection since June 3rd, 2025, be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron? And we all know how long everyone's been working on this, so
6 years.
congratulations, guys. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance authorizing the approval of the amendment to the professional services agreement between Jacob and Klein, the Economic Development Group, and Heritage Harbor Ottawa Resort Development LLC, which has been on file for public inspection since June 3rd, 2025, be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainer? Roll call?
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance approving and adopting an extension and to the redevelopment plan, projects, redevelopment project area, and tax increment financing for the Ottawa I-80 North TIF District be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut? All of these here can now be approved, even though we did everything almost a year ago to get all the approvals for it. Now that we have the development agreement, the redevelopment agreement passed, we can now officially pass the TIF agreements. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance approving and adopting an extension to the redevelopment plan, projects, redevelopment project area, and tax increment financing for the Ottawa US Route 6 East TIF District be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut? Roll call.
I'm waiting.
You're all right. Eichelkraut. Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance approving and adopting an extension to the redevelopment plan, projects, redevelopment project area, and tax increment financing for the Ottawa Canal TIF District be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Gainer? Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Hasty that an ordinance approving and adopting an extension to the redevelopment plan, projects, redevelopment project area, and the tax increment financing for the Ottawa Dayton Industrial TIF District be passed and approved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Barron? I believe you each got one of them now. Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. That's it, except for we are needing to go into closed session. I don't expect any additional business afterwards.
Well, it's a step three. We will.
Yeah,
We'll
okay.
take
Yeah,
formal
we'll
action.
take formal
okay.
action afterwards.
Okay,
Yep.
so,
All right. Moved by Mayor Hasty that this council recess into closed session to discuss matters of personnel, collective bargaining, purchase or lease of real estate, sale or lease of real estate, and litigation.
can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Eichelkraut? Roll call.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Gainer.
Aye.
Barron.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. All right.
If we can make it to 105, that'd be a pretty miracle.
Wound up.
As good as he's doing?
Lucky you.
I mean, I thought maybe there was something wrong with him because he wasn't. Oh, boy. Because he's usually there.
Right.
You know, but.
He's always there.
Yeah.
When was, your book was 1891?
Yeah.
$5 was a lot
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And that's.
for just making